Yo, it's DaBLackKing. I don't have long to record this, so because the battery's kind of dying here. But anyway, the last episode we finished up getting up into 40s. This is not a bonus video or anything like that, but it is an added-on in addition to it before we get into the video. But yeah, we had the same party as before, but as usual, Flick got to level 40. As per usual, as every time I play through this game, that's the way it goes. And so yeah, pretty much I went ahead and got up to this point. I haven't done any recruiting or anything like that. Yeah, that's kind of low. How did he get to level 12? I don't remember ever maxing him out. Did I actually max him out? I don't know. Pretty much between level 11 and level 12 should be pretty much what we should have anyway. But that's okay. I mean, it's not really a maxed out yet, but there is a true limit, and we'll be going over that as the time comes. But anyway, that's where we are. This is where we are at for the bonus file for when the time comes. So what I'm going to do, see, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over this with you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and, so that I don't get confused, and save over it. Well, it might happen anyway. So I'm going to have to try to save, get some extra backup files just in case going, you know, which I may just go ahead and save over a file I've already used. So, you know, for an earlier file, since, you know, at that time, but anyway, so pretty much that's what I'm going to wind up doing. So, but I'm going to also go ahead and get the storyline furthered on before I do anything. And in the meantime, I'll have at least levels building up, because we're going to be building up some more than that. So it's not going to be like, like I'm going to go on screen and start doing whatever, and just to level up. But yeah, as we go along, we'll definitely be gaining some more levels. So anyway, that's what's going to happen, and I will see you shortly. And at that time, because see, this is the bonus file, and how you can tell is because we have a character that's not in the main file, and I may have to skip a character in order to keep that from triggering and going, well, you still have 100 stars of destiny. I don't know, we'll see how things go. So I'm going to have like a save state just in case it goes ahead and does something I don't want to do until we've actually gone through the bonus of it, which will be the final deal when we get certain someone back, but, you know, whatever. Anyway, later. Bye-bye. Now, I'm back here. I've done the recruiting off screen, so I'm not going to tell you who it was, because we're going to be going over those when the bonus file comes out. So, anyway, in this part, we're going to be doing something that, well, I should have been doing anyway. So, what we're going to do here is basically, before I come back with the party members, that, I mean, you don't have to do this by any chance, but it's highly recommended that, well, you can pretty much put any party you want to for what's coming up, but we'll be good to that. Just hang on a minute. Now, this is on fast speed because I'm going to go to this pretty fast, because also I'm kind of running low on battery power. Are we recording? Yes, we are. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to drop everything on Grimio. That's right, everything. Every freaking thing we can do. And may leave him weak and powerless, but there's also the fact that we also want to go down here. And we also, well, we should have done this in the first place. Actually, I should have done this in the first place. So it really doesn't really matter how you do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove, because we really don't need the Prosperity Rune Crystal at this point. And you could go ahead and pick somebody, but I'm not going to do that. He is the primary subject, the target is going to be using this. Now, the fact that we may or may not need it in the next game is a different story altogether. So, anyway. So what we're going to do is, well, is we're going to drop the Prosperity Rune, because that's what you want to do, is drop everything on him, including the rune he has. which unfortunately you have to actually take it off him. They don't actually let you detach the crystal. I think they do that too, don't quote me on that. It's been a while since I've done the game, so we'll have to check it out as we go along. But anyway, so let's see, basement. Yeah, I'll meet you back at Sonier Prison with the party members that I would normally do because, well, for reasons. Later, bye bye. So I decided to meet you inside Sonier Prison. So yeah, this is who I picked because, well, when I first did this, I didn't really, many moons ago, I don't remember what the party was, but I had a certain amount. And I never did get level 40. When I very first played this game, I didn't even know half of what I was doing. So yeah, I don't know why he's so many levels behind, but it don't matter. So I'm not worried about it. Anyway, on the 28th, or Cleo, because we could take the time and level them up, but we're gonna be using her ultimately anyway. So yeah, so you might be wondering why I also took off the stuff off, them. So, but we're gonna do this here is we're going to actually wrap up doing things in this dungeon. I also had it on fast speed because, well, we no longer have the luxury of fast itself. So even with that, it still was kind of, a slow process because we needed fast speed to double that amount, especially to get through battles we're going to go through. I'm not worried about getting anything. Oh, did we just pay? I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. I'm not really worried about money at this point anyway, so even if I lose a few, it's fine as long as I'm not, well, even if I did, I can always play that game. So yeah, let's go ahead and pick this up. Antitoxin. Okay. And over to you. So anything you may have missed out of here, which I should have already been doing, but it doesn't really matter because we're going to be fighting some things coming up that are not let goable of. You might get the option to some of the fights, but so I guess we could go ahead and do this at least while we're, there we go. So we should be able to gain some levels here. Who are you? And so there we go. There we go. And another one. Suspicious character, you may not pass. Look at that. Veteran soldier. And there we are. Now, what you want to do is you always want to go over here first. Do not talk to that guy by himself. Do you want to fight? Okay, I don't remember that happening, but whatever. So let's go ahead and... I kind of feel bad for these guys, but at the same time, if we don't, we won't get the... We can always just bypass the treasure, but we won't be coming back here, so there's no point coming in here. Sound setting 0, we definitely need that. Not that we're going to be using it, so... I actually wound up hardly ever getting to use some of the items that we would need to 100% the game with. What's your business at this prison? Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to fight out these guys. We could just leave these guys alone, but the treasure is what we can't... If we could just get past them without having to fight them, yeah, it wouldn't feel so bad. But unfortunately, it also gives us a chance to do that. Helmet. Yeah, so let's go ahead and give that to Cleo. And, pretty much, yeah, we're ready to go. Now, there's a reason why I don't have anything on Pawn, but we'll go over that in a minute. Oh, so my time is up. I am prepared to die, and I won't miss this world. That would be a problem. We came to rescue you. I've heard the voice already. You're those troublemakers who came to my house. Whatever you say. Right now, I have to get you out. Your idea, I'm beginning to miss the sunlight. Now, this guy is an automatic recruit because we have to have him. So, the ones I went ahead and recruited off screen are optional. Like, again, we'll we'll go over that when the time comes. So, be prepared to, if you have never seen this before, which do not spoil it if you have. So, and I'm not going to spoil either, but for those of you who never seen this or played this, be prepared to cry and whatever else it is you do to be sad, because, yep, we're getting ready to lose somebody. And I'm not about to tell you who. It's all the hint you're going to get right now. So, you know. Excuse me. Look at that. There's somebody here. Somebody that looks familiar. Uh-oh. Well, we could go back down. Get some more fighting done. Yeah, there we go. Bada bing, bada boom. And, let's see. 889. I'm not really worried about leveling up Han at this point. Because, well, I should go ahead and get him to level 30 at least. I can either do that or wait till I get back to a certain place we've already been to, but we can't get into right now until there's certain events. Let's go ahead and do that now. And since we don't actually have the 2 elves with us, we don't want to fight this, because they're a pain in the butt to fight, because you'll have to just heal up, and I don't really have enough medicines to do that with. So what I'm going to do is do that. I'll be right back, and I'll meet you at the top. Alright? Sorry to do this. Yep, here we go. Yeah, he pretty much, see, this is where we're at. That's what we need, is level 30. We don't have to have him at 40, but it's good to have him as high as you can. Wow, I didn't even know that Cleo leveled up. But it only took about a few fights to get him just to finally get up to level 30. We didn't even have to go to, like, one at a time, so that's good. So, you know, but over the course of time, we'll be definitely highly leveling up Cleo, because she's going to come along for a long ways. So, pretty much, yeah. And there's a certain character we're going to get back in our party as well. It's going to be helping us out, so, you know. I'll go with that when the time comes, but, you know, whatever. Okay, so there we go. Oh, we meet again. I dropped by to take a look at the hearing that some threats sneaked in. And it turns out it to be you. Good timing. Let's fight it out right here. We'll have some time this way. Mama, how barbarious. I'm not bad with a sword, but right now I'm not in the mood. So I'll give you this instead. Can you see what it is? It's a bottle. Actually, nobody can. I mean, you'd have to be able to zoom in enough to obviously clear it up or whatever to know that it's a bottle, I guess. But, you know, whatever. This bottle is filled with spores of acne. Aren't they beautiful? It took a lot of work to fill this bottle. Did you know that these spores eat humans? Man-eating spores they are. I remember it being something else, but, you know, whatever. Okay, let's not minimize that. Hang on. What? What do you plan to do with that stuff? Why, I plan to do this, of course. Oh dear, the bottle's broken. You must hurry or you'll be in big trouble. By the way, that's at that end. So there's not much you can do. Now, if you'll excuse me. Damn. It would open. That Murders must have locked it. Second. I forgot his voice. Uh-oh. Get young ass to the door, hurry. My God, Grimio, come on out. What are you doing? Hurry. Victor, Victor, this door can only be opened and closed from this side. What are you talking about? We'll get by somehow, so hurry up and come. No, it's too late. The spores are at my feet now. So if I open the door... So... Open the door, Grimio. Young master, for once I refuse to do as you ask. This is an order, Grimio. No, young master. Young master, can you hear me? So, I think it does the same thing no matter which one you choose. Yep. Young master, can you hear me? I'm sorry, I can't protect you anymore, oh Grimio. But now that you've grown up, young master, you no longer need my protection. Young master, you make me proud. I wish Master Chief could see you now. Grimio. Young master, I think it's time to say goodbye. I can't see anymore. Young master, I'm proud of you. Promise me you'll always follow your heart. That is my first and final request. Oh, well, I hope you got all your crying out of the way, because we may never be seeing this character ever again. Commander, are you alright, Commander? DaBLackKing. You were away so long that I brought the troops along. What's going on here? Where are the Imperial forces? They must have been devoured by the man-eating spores. Man-eating spores? Let's get out of here. DaBLackKing needs some rest. You back off. Back. I'm not even doing anything. And of course he has nothing to say because he feels sad. You know what that teaches you right there? If you don't already know. You don't know what you've lost until you lost it. Wait a minute. Alright, let's go. By the way, pay attention to that scene, because that's the only time you'll ever see that in the entire Golden history. No one else does that. So, we could go back to bed, but, you know. I can't believe what happened to Grimio. Death and war are inseparable, but still. Now, even though she was still with us, you know, I took them with us because it makes sense. Because they were there with us from the beginning. Master DaBLackKing. Alright, damn. Shut up. DaBLackKing, you managed to fall asleep. Better to think about other things now. This is our chance to attack Much's castle. Now, if you don't want to command the troops, I will. No, you should, a leader of the Liberation Army. Weaknesses forgive you. What do you say? Yes, it's unforgivable. You say so. I heard Grimio died trying to save you, right? Listen, do your utmost to protect the life that Grimio gave you. Don't you dare let his death be in vain, otherwise I'll never forgive you. Aw, well. DaBLackKing, I am beginning to understand why Odessa chose you. You'd better live up to Odessa's and Grimio's expectations. That's another clue to something, but we'll worry about that a little bit later. And of course, she's just hanging out here. I suppose Master Matthew's alright, but I still never forgive you. Same old lines as ever. She doesn't ever change until way later in the series, so beginning with, you know, the next game. Yo. I don't know. Commander, as a military strategist, I must advise you to attack Scarleticia Castle right now. This here is an antitoxin. I became sick of this world and returned to the mountains as a recluse, planning to lead a quiet life, but I changed my mind. I'll be right back after these messages. Alright, so we're going to conclude this with saving here. That's what I recommend that you do. And we'll finish on the next episode. And we'll be attacking, obviously, Scarletitia Castle again. Maybe for the final time. Until then, this has been DaBLackKing Plays. It's a Code 1. Later. Bye-bye.